Hey, Joe. How different or how much bigger of a challenge do you foresee Ohio State's defensive line to be compared to what you've faced in the last few weeks?
You know, we've versed a lot of great defensive lines throughout the season. They're a great D-line. Should be ready for whatever they throw at us. They're going to bring some new stuff, like they always do. No matter what they bring, just fall back on our training and our preparation.
On your right, all the way in the back, John.
How have you seen the psychology of this rivalry change and the confidence maybe grow on this side of it in the last few years?
We're not really worried about the last couple years at all. This is a whole new game, whole new team, whole new year. Every day, just keep ramping up just a little bit until game time you let it all out. That's kind of like how I feel like, especially as a captain for the team, how we should look at the game.
On your right, in the front here, James.
Say styles make fights. How important is it for you guys to dictate the way this game?
Can you say that one more time, boss?
They say styles make fights. So how important is it for you guys to dictate the style of play?
It's very important. The offense moves how far we go. So if we're not moving, they're not going to move pretty far. So we have to strain till whistle blows. We have to out-physical them. We have to give everything that we got this game.
On your left, Anthony.
What does it say about, I guess, the culture in your room and maybe just the run game in general that you guys are starting 3 redshirt freshman offensive linemen and you just ran for over 200 yards with your 3rd through 6th string running backs?
Isn't that great? It just shows how ready the line has been, no matter who's in there. It's been like that since I've been here, since my freshman year. Damn, it's been 5 years. Whoever's out there, you got to be ready. You're not going to only have 5 offensive linemen. You need at least 10 to 12. There's going to be injuries just like when I got injured. Phoebe went in there and he balled out. That's what you need as an offensive line.
On your left, all the way in the back there, Joel.
Hey, Gio, everybody talks about this game all year, but until you actually get out there against Ohio State, there is nothing that compares to what that atmosphere and what the intensity of this game is like. What do you remember about your first time going up against them, and how does that affect what you tell some of the younger guys who are going to be doing this for the first time on Saturday?
Wow, that's a really good question. My first time going up against them was last year officially, and just that feeling you get, it's kind of like when siblings fight. You guys know that feeling? When siblings fight, you have that rage. It's that type of feeling. And I tell the young guys, we have 3 guys that never played against this team, so I try to explain to them how important it is to play against this team that it's going to be a brawl. They're going to throw some jabs, we're going to throw some jabs, be a couple uppercuts. At the end of the day, we have to win the game. That's what's important.
Back on your right, just in the front here, Ryan.
Rod Moore won't play on Saturday, but what type of maybe emotional support do you think you could bring to this team this week?
Rod's such a great leader and such a great man. I love Rod. I've been here since we were freshmen, me and him, and just that leadership that he could bring for the defense, for the secondary, the whole team. And, let's play for him. Rod deserves to be out there, and it makes us sick that he's not out there. Let's win the game for Rod.
And what win over Ohio State would you say is most memorable to you?
Which one?
Yeah.
Probably my freshman year. It was the first time I beat him. I don't know how many years, and it was like a movie. I had a concussion at the time, but so I wasn't dressed, so I was on the sideline in a big puffer jacket, but just like the snow and just the atmosphere was just insane. And then after the game, 2 seconds after the game, you look and the whole fans are in the field. That was crazy.
All the way to your right here, same thing.
You guys have won 3 of the last 4 as an underdog, same situation in this season. Why is it that records truly don't matter when it comes to this game in the past? Doesn't matter?
I feel like every rivalry is like that. We're always underdogs, no matter what our record has been or how good of a team we've had. So, but when these type of games, no matter if we're 0-11, we know how important this game is. Just that sibling fight, like I was telling you about, you just want to win it so bad.
Standing just next to him here, Larry.
Arvo Reese, somebody you got to deal with. What do you see from him on tape?
Great player, fast, strong. He got all the attributes of where he should be going in the NFL. Just gotta move your feet fast and get ready for whatever he throws at you, and just be sounded in your technique. Because if you're not, he'll beat you.
Same area here on your right, Aaron.
Given what's transpired in the rivalry the last 4 years, do you believe you have a mental edge heading into Saturday as a team?
You know, we really don't think it like that, or me personally, I don't think that way. Like I said, it's a new year, new team, and I'm just trying to get my group ready to go out there and win the game.
Could you speak to the stakes of this game? What's on the line for you guys?
It's everything. You know, if we don't win, we're only bowl eligible. If we win, get in the playoffs, maybe Big Ten. So it's just an added benefit of winning this game.
About halfway back on your right, in the league.
Piggybacking on that, Gio, does that change the way you approach this game because you have, versus last year, still underdog, but more at stake?
Not really. You know, it's still Ohio State. Still got to win the game. Just like last year, we had nothing on the line, but we still won the game. I feel like we have nothing to lose. You know, when we verse this team, we have to give everything we got, no matter if it's to make it to the playoffs or make nothing.
And I think I asked you this before Michigan State week. When someone asks you about Ohio State, like, what's your immediate reaction?
I don't like them. That's it, really. No, I don't really like to talk much about them.
All right, back to your front right. We'll finish things off with Rayner.
You know, when you look at where this program has kind of grown under Sharon, how important is this game kind of to continue along that trajectory, winning this game particularly?
You say that one more time,
When
boss?
you look at the program as a whole, where it's grown since Sharon has been here, how important is this game to kind of continue where the trajectory you guys are on as a program?
I feel like every week we've been getting better and better as a program, as an offense, as a defense, as a whole team. And I feel like we're just reaching our peak at the right time. And this one will be obviously a big one. And I feel like it'll be a very good trajectory. I just feel like, you know, everything we work for this year has been for this moment. You know, all the blood, sweat, and tears we put throughout the year, all the hard practices, hot ass days, has been for this one day. So we're ready for whatever they throw at us. And at the end of the day, our job is to win.